Okay, I hadn't really thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. So I back-sweetened. I just added like a little under a pound of honey to all this because it was like there was like barely like any noticeable sweetness. So I added, and it wound up being like just like the first amount that I added, it wound up being perfect. Now it's the perfect sweetness. I thought about it because it's like if there is any more yeast activity, any more fermentation, why would I not get that over with right away? So like I'm gonna let it do anything it needs to do if it creates any more gases or anything before I bottle it. I am so excited to get to drinking this and to also taste the one that will be aged 6 months. With the sweetness level, it has transformed the flavor just like no other. Like it tastes so good. That's one of the things that's like I've always noticed. It's like I prefer sweet meads. This just changes all of the flavors that hit your mouth in such a pleasant way. Like this, it's the perfect sweetness level to me. Like nothing like candy or anything. It's not like just that where it's just like wow, that's sweet. It's just it is sweet, but it's just I am so pleased with the change um that the sweetness lent this. Like it really is pleasant. Now I'm very excited. I have a whole bunch. I have nearly a gallon of just stuff that I'm going to totally and thoroughly enjoy. It's like there's nothing bad about this now. So we can call my very first mead a success. It's delicious. And, you know, with the let it go through a little bit more, I mean, that's the thing. If it does ferment more, then it's going to get less sweet. Then I'll back sweeten again or whatever. Wait until everything's just complete and everything. But if I can keep it, you know, if I get it back to, if it stays around this sweet, after all is said and done, this is going to be a serious win. It's delicious. I'm so happy with it. Great stuff. It tastes like other meads I've had, other sweet meads, only stronger. I will say I do want to do one at like 12 and one at like 14, or like 12 to 13 and then 14 to 15% too. I think 12 is probably the best flavor because, you know, this has a little bit of that, you know, ethanol flavor. It's got the extra, it tastes like, you know, you can tell that it's like a stronger thing, that it's above wine level. And that's fine and everything. It still has amazing flavors. It's just, you know, it would be probably more enjoyable as something to sip on. Have like, you know, two tall glasses, not glasses, but two decent wine glasses or so of like something a little less sweet. I'm sorry, not sweet. I love the sweetness. A little less strong on the alcohol. And it would be just like so perfect. And yeah, I don't want to complain. Like I'm very pleased with this. Like I said, it's going to be thoroughly enjoyed. But yeah, I do want to do some other yeasts, and I think actually I was going to probably just you know, keep the constant, keep the same exact honey. Not that every honey is going to be, every batch is going to be identical anyway, but you know, they have that consistency that's there at least with the type of, you know, flowers that are gathered from and everything, the nectar. But I think I'm actually gonna experiment with, I think I'll keep the yeast and actually change the honey for the next one. I think I'm gonna keep the QA23 yeast, and I think I'm gonna do maybe clover honey or maybe orange blossom or something. Probably clover next. Something, you know, sort of mild, but still with that great honey flavor. But again, I'm very pleased how this turned out. Or, you know, it's not over, but if I can, oh, low battery, I had to turn that off. You know, if I can keep it at that sweetness and the flavor just keeps getting better, less of that little bit of bitterness that's there and everything, it's a total win. I'm so, I've said that too many times, I'm so pleased. It's delicious. Well, let's just say I'm so pleased it's delicious. Alright, take care of yourself and have good times when you're able to, and pursue your hobbies, dude. These things can be a lot of fun, and dude, I just made a whole bunch of stuff that's gonna get me tipsy and feeling well. And again, I'm not a heavy drinker. I'm not gonna be doing this multiple times a week. Maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. Just have a decent buzz. Pleasant flavors. It's gonna feel pleasant. Alright, later.